You're going to do your spiel for me, Colin, really quick. Tell me all about the place.
Oh, the spiel. Good day, how are you? Welcome to Yankalilla and Normanville. This is our little store here, our little food store called Jetty Food Store in the port town of Normanville. And how we started 8 years ago by coming into this beautiful area. This was an old chippy. And because it was an old chippy and we need lemons with fish and chips, I started leaving money in a box at people's doors that had a big lemon tree, and they would start supplying me with lemons. And then from that, I started getting homegrown produce from people's backyard gardens, and we grew our salads. And from that, we've also grown with lovely store, which now has inside the other room the 6-acre grocer, which supplies produce. And that's what we believe is totally, locally food in your tummy. Oh, right, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. So basically, we are now in the 6-acre grocer, which we put together last year, which being 2013, which used to be mainly in the building next door. And here we come, a little grower coming in now. Here we got locally grown, pesticide-free avocados. Now, everything we're about, we don't try to be an organic shop. We are pesticide-free, grown in small backyards, and also in small plot growers. Up here we have heirloom tomatoes, which these are all grown within 10 kilometres of where we are standing now in the Normanville shop. As we move along, I physically go out to all the orchards. McLaren Vale, which is around about 25 kilometres from where I am, which is a great known for wine growing area. There is orchards out there, all heirloom orchards. And Mark out there is one of the prolific growers. He also does the Wollonga's Farming Market, and he has variety of all the old ancient apples and pears, which we get into our shop. Look at these beautiful sensations. Over here, these are the stone fruit. Now, stone fruit doesn't generally grow on the peninsula very easy, but we do have some really good old heirloom growers out of Waikerie, and they come into the Wollonga market every Saturday morning. I meet these gentlemen usually on a Friday night in Adelaide before they come to the market, and I do all my picking and buying of specially pesticide-free, again, stone fruit as we got coming in. They come from Bill and Ben's block. Jerry is a lovely old Italian gentleman, again out from Waikerie, that does do the farmers markets, and I specifically have been using him for about 8 years now, and his grapes are the old heritage grapes, again, no spray, and that's what we really try to get into. Local, no spray, clean food.
Yeah, and I love the whole people turning up with fruit and you buying it, and yeah, it's just.
Well, that's always been that's always been what it's about. The whole concept to me is about creating community again. Yeah. It is about the small fish being the little shop trying to find a unique point of difference to take on the big fish in the marketplace. And one way is also from a customer service point of view is engaging our customers to grow things, and then they become long-term customers for me, and they also spreading their clean food with their neighbours through an economic driver, not just through swapsies. And that is what I'm about. We need to be an economic beast to keep the modern world that we do have going. There are some wheels we can change, and I do believe in pre-industrialisation, but I also understand that we must live in the real world at the same time. So engaging customers with growing, sharing with me to sell to their people, we pay the same rate as they would get from a commercial produce market. That's how I deal with my customers, and therefore they can then grow for me and they stay loyal, and the cycle stays the same.
Fantastic, really great, really great stuff. Yeah, and you make nice coffee. Thank you very much. That's great.